Over the past couple of years, with mention to the coronavirus pandemic, the amount of people experiencing stress and anxiety has risen over 25%, according to the World Health Organization. Around 15% of young workers were reporting high levels of psychological stress in 2017, and that figure has more than doubled to 30% during the pandemic. For many people, mental struggles promote behaviours such as apprehensiveness and actively seeking support in the workplace. A 2020 study using the combination of qualitative and quantitative data substantiated that Australian nurses experience moderate to high levels of stress brought on by their work environment. The study further highlighted poor mental health attributing to lower levels of productivity at the workplace. Utilizing the problem statement methodology, we gain an in-depth understanding of the problems within the Australian workforce and aim to provide a practical, real-world solution that we believe will be feasible in the long term. Managing employee stress is often attempted by following out-of-date and irrelevant models and strategies, strictly within business hours. As the world becomes ever more progressive, new and creative solutions are beginning to become adapted. We propose legalising cannabis or marijuana Australian-wide. The cannabis plant has been consumed for medicinal and enlightenment purposes for hundreds of years. By most measures, it is considerably safer than many legal drugs, including alcohol. As cannabis legislation and legalisation becomes the norm internationally, it is imperative Australia follows suit. Legalisation must be done right. In this video, we look at exactly that, how to legalise and regulate marijuana in the best way possible with respect to employee stress and anxiety. By promoting marijuana growing and selling enterprises, legalising the drug in the form of medicinal marijuana, and promoting marijuana as the new ingredient, will lead to the creation and prosperity of this new market. We have meticulously developed a prototype for our solution using two minimum viable products, or MVPs. The first conceptualizes legal marijuana and its effects on employee relaxation at work. Marijuana is made of two important compounds, THC and CBD. In its natural form, which is often inhaled, both compounds are absorbed into the body. CBD provides depression, pain, PTSD, anxiety relief, and much more, while the THC releases relatively high levels of dopamine, causing a euphoric and uplifting experience for the user. One method of proving the efficacy of this MVP is through obtaining approximately 6 sober employees or externally employed test participants and allowing them to inhale approximately 0.4 grams of cannabis, or one joint. Then, after approximately 40 minutes, get the participants to answer a survey with long and short answer questions regarding their mood. This should be done before, during, and after the effects of the cannabis are active. We expect higher work productivity, less mental drainage, and an increased work attendance and attentiveness. The second MVP develops the thought of employees not only becoming more relaxed, but more collaborative and cooperative. This can be taken full advantage for through team building exercises, where employees learn to roll joints, blunts, make marijuana infused edibles such as brownies, and much more. These fun exercises can take on many different forms to fit each individual business environment, culture, and policies. However, in the simplest form, we believe the benefits can be clearly identified. The experiment that would correspond to this MVP would involve forming a group of willing employees, ideally between 6 and 15 of both genders, then at a suitable location that may be outside of work, in nature, or in another peaceful setting, allow the employees to practice rolling joints, learning from each other after the foundations have been caught. Any learning activity brings employees together to finish the final goal. So in theory, combining a learning activity with the exciting recreational product of weed wouldn't only benefit employees' relationships with each other or the business culture, but rather the benefits could trickle down in all aspects of this firm's operations, drastically improving productivity, employee sentiment, employee loyalty, and management. In conclusion, having a legal and natural substance consumed by employees across Australia improves their quality of life through decreasing their stress and anxiety levels. allowing them and the business to see a reduction in the number of days taken off under mental health grounds. Legal marijuana has the ability to drastically improve the culture and performance of businesses around Australia. With millions of Australians using cannabis every single year, and other countries around the world, such as Canada and the United States, accepting that a prohibition model does not work, we are intent on pushing forward the idea of policy reform that decriminalises drug users and directly improves the quality of life for stressed and anxious people across the country. For too long, employees have had no choice but to go through the expensive and time-consuming medical system in order to obtain prescription medications that come with many side effects. It is time for business leaders, investors, employees, and everyone else to lean towards a more natural and safer option.